We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, Steamer. Gun. Kill. Hey, turn. Hey, Ringo, 48. Watch out. Wide. Get wide. Check your hot read. Protein spill. Gun. Motion. Wide. Mike 52. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step
on 1st and 10, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the Purdue man. This is Akeem Hunt. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Two times. Right there in the middle, 55. What we got? 55.
Now the 2nd year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. 1st down, Cardinals. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Check 24, check.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 3.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. On play action, Haskins. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's Haskins. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he'll go down at the 28. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Motion. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. I got you, punk. Watch the safety creep.
3rd and 2. Now Haskins. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now a toss. This is Geis. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They'll run with Geis. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Haskins on 3rd down. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Next to score, Cardinals 7, Buccaneers 0. Randy Bullock set to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Choose the mic. Silver. Check.
Play fake. Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 29-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cardinals 7, Buccaneers nothing.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Second down, Haskins. That one complete to Wilkins, the running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a run with Geis. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackle made by K1 Short.
A gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And caught up. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Geis. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Check out, bro.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
What you call a rookie mistake. A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29. The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
Peyton Barber, a surprise workhorse for the Buccaneers in 2018. I don't think they expected him to have 234 carries, but he certainly felt like he could carry the load and just carried it there for a nice game.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Brings up 2nd and 1. At the 37.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now it's Haskins. Flushed out right. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, You're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
First down, Cardinals.
Let's go. Kids, let's go. 5-4. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Hey. Out.
On the draw, they go to Geis. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
You ain't doing nothing with that.
Let's go. Come on.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
He's checking.
Throwing on second down. Haskins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And it bangs off the right upright. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Come on, boy. Two. Black. Don't be scared.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season.
What I'm talking about.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Set to kick off.
The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Back. Let's go. Stay open.
On the carry, it's Wilkins. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd.
baby.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he connects with Ebron. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a first down. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. This is Freeman. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Here's Freeman. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the gun on 3rd down. Haskins. Shark's got it, left side. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Freeman. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. It's caught by Jackson. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. They find some open field here. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here's Sproles. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. It's complete to Snead. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
In your face.
first down throw for Cousins. And this is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Sproles. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Third and short yardage. Cousins. He's got a man. It's Williams. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now it's Sproles. He'll get about 4 here. Down to the 43-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give right side now to Hunt. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now Cousins. And he's got Snead. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18.
That's good for a Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Hakeem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Gun.
They'll run it with Sproles. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. And once again, they go with Sproles. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Choose the mic. Watch the app. Watch.
Cousins to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So a big one coming here for Kaimi Fairbairn.
A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds a man right there. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7. Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and match it. Because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking higher.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
I'd have to say that's a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they don't give up.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Akeem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That's it, baby. We got work.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On 2nd down, here's Haskins, and incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 16. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Ebron caught left side. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Carlton Davis picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference. Meet it head on.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Akeem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah. What a great performance so far.
And those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still in attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Titans on the Ringo. Titans on the Ringo. Even. 4 down. Even.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Haskins to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark.
I'm going to hit you all.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Here's Haskins. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here we go. Shoot. Check 99. Check 99. He's crashing. He's checking any weapon.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Here we go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
4th down. Here's Haskins. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
He's mine.
Check Mike. Watch that.
On 2nd and goal. Haskins escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. All day, every day, any day.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins steps away to it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mark Barron. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Easy work. It's easy
We got a plane to catch.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Tampa Bay, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.